Hey, it's Pupmeister, and today we are going to learn how to banish the warden so he doesn't bother you again. So let's get started. First, let's take a look at what we're going to need for this little trap or build. You're going to, of course, need lots of yellow wool. You're going to need a skulk sensor, so you're probably going to need a silk touch, or sometimes you can find them in chests in the ancient city. You're going to need a redstone repeater, a regular piston, one chain, 2 buckets of water. You're going to need an arrow and a bow, and at least 4 building blocks, cobblestone, whatever. And you're going to need a naturally spawned shrieker in the right place. But we'll cover that. So welcome to the ancient city. Now we're going to go exploring and we're going to be looking for a shrieker, but it has to be in an open area. Of course, you're going to want other things with you, which I didn't cover, like a hoe, because that tends to break the skulk a lot faster. Potions of night vision, which I did mention, and things like that. Notice the difference? It's crazy not to come here without a potion of night vision. Now, what we're looking for is not a sensor, but a shrieker. So we need a shrieker, but we also need a shrieker in an open area. I mean, you could literally do it anywhere, except maybe, I don't think you'd want... Oh, crap. There's one here somewhere. Right there. Okay. Should we do it here? Okay, that's the second one. Okay. So it is now protected. And I think we're okay. I think we're okay as long as there isn't another shrieker around here. And it doesn't look like it. But I'm getting rid of all these sensors anyway, just in case. This is not the best place to do it. I just think there's probably a better place. I see a shrieker up there. Shriekers up high are also not worth it. Well, you can't really do it when they're up high. There's another one there. That is not what we're looking for. If there was one like right in the middle over here, that would be perfect. Okay, so this one, I would have to tear this whole thing down. But remember, wool is your friend here. It makes no noise, and it can prevent nasties from going off. So this guy is maybe what I'm thinking. Oh, there's a sensor right beside it. Oh man, and 2 more over there. There's nothing you can do when there's a sensor right beside it. You're gonna have to basically take it out. So maybe if we're lucky, we can block these from going off. Okay, so this is the guy we're gonna want, and he's gonna go off. There's nothing we can do about it. All right, for better or worse. Okay. Okay, I don't think that brought the warden. I think we're okay. All right. Now, unless I messed up, which I don't think I did, but you never know. Unless I messed up, these will not be able to go off anymore. So I'm just taking out all these guys. All right. So now what we want to do is get rid of these extra shriekers. Okay, so we're going to use this guy. So let's get rid of him. And let's get rid of this guy. Okay, so now that we have our place, we want to get rid of everything around this. And we want it on the same level playing field, so to speak. So just to show you, you're going to want 5 on every side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can place that there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can place that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you can see, for the most part, this whole half is good. This half has to go. Now, I guess I'm going to get a lot of... Oh dear. Okay, so that was going to be another thing that we need to look for, is caves underneath. Because we do not want the warden to be able to spawn underneath in a cave. Now, this really isn't much of a cave, to be honest. It's just lava. I don't think he could spawn in lava. All right, and we just block this all off. Just block, block, block. Just make it so nothing can spawn in here, that's all. You're not going to want anything like this either, but let's do one step at a time here. Let's get rid of all this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're pretty much there. And if you want to be safe, like I do, I would go 1 beyond as well. Okay, so we got everything. We got 1 beyond everywhere. And it's very important. You know, like things like this kind of make me nervous. So I'm just going to take this shelf off. There was a time where I had an overhang, like just touched the corner here, and I didn't notice it. And even though the warden could not spawn here, he spawned up here and dropped down. So it's really important to know that there's no ledges anywhere in this area, in this 5x5x5 area where he could spawn. Now we found this. If you want to be safe, we can dig down here as well and just check. We could go on a corner here. You just need to go down about 6, 7. Yeah, there's nothing. So we're okay. Okay. Now, the other thing you want to do is get rid of this stuff. We don't want any of this. What the heck do you call this again? Just going to grab a silk touch. There we go. Skulk vein. That's what it is. You don't want any skulk vein in this area. So make sure you get rid of it all. Okay, so we don't want any skulk vein within the 5x5. We don't want any caves in the 5x5. We don't want any ledges or second levels or anything in this 5x5. You want it completely clear. Now that we are all set up, you have to pick a side. It doesn't matter which side. Now in my case, since there's lava down there, I'm going to pick this side right here. And what you're going to want to do is dig 3 out like this and 1 to the side. This is just to get out because you actually want to make this too deep. Okay? So to one side, starting at one of the outcroppings of your wool is where we want to start this. Now, the other thing you want to do is get some wool ready here. You want to break this, and you want to put some wool right here as well, okay? One underneath. Now you're going to put your skulk sensor right there, okay? Right beside. Then you want to grab your redstone repeater, throw it in there, and do 3 clicks. So it's all the way over, just like that. Then you want your piston, and you can place that just straight down, just like right there. And then you can block this off again. Now you want to grab your chain, and you want to place it in the side of this block right there. Okay, something like that. And then when you do that, it will make the sensor go and push the piston up, so your chain will be now sort of levitating above like that. And so you can block these up again just like that. Now you want to go over here or wherever, and you want to create an infinite water source. Okay, so just throw one on that side, throw one on that side, and then you can just scoop from the middle and you're good to go. And you've got all the water you want. So the first thing you want to do is you want to waterlog this chain. Okay, so you want to do it when the piston comes up, just like that. All right, so that is all waterlogged now. And then diagonally, you want to go 1 out. So 1, 2 right there, and put another one. Then you're going to need more water. Run over here and do the other diagonal. So 1, 2 right there. 1, 2 right there. Okay, and that should pretty much do the entire area. Now you're gonna see that this corner here does not have anything. And this is where we want to make some carpet. Okay, so just grab, because there's so much wool. I mean, you could use more water here too, if you really wanted to. I just prefer carpet. And so just go where, you know, you're right on the corner of both of these guys. On over here. Make sure you've got the right square by standing on it. You should be even with both of the other ones. And last but not least, right there. All right. And that pretty much does it. The next thing you want to do is grab your arrow. You want to come over here. I don't know where the best spot is. Maybe here. And you want to aim your arrow so that it shoots the very middle of the piston. Just like that. Now notice how it just automatically falls now every time. Okay, that's exactly what you want. You don't want it too close to the edge so that if it drops, it could hook into one of the side blocks. You want it right in the middle. And now that you've done that, we can take away the rest of the wool. I'm just going to sort of stay away. There you go. It's already going. Take away that block. And put in the other just like that. And you can see it's already working. It's calling out for the warden. And no warden is spawning, which is exactly what we want. Now, how is this working? Well, this arrow that keeps dropping on the piston is activating the sensor, which is right there. And then the sensor is activating the shrieker. And the repeater that's in there is just making sure it doesn't activate it too often so that it becomes not activating it enough or activating it too often. Because we want this activated just enough so it keeps this shrieker busy. So that when we go to another shrieker, the other shrieker won't activate. Because this one is already shrieking. So that's what this is all about. And now you have a working warden trap, as I like to call it. So as long as this is running, you don't have to worry about the warden showing up. Now, if this is on a server, this only works for the person whose arrow this is. So if you have more than one person, either all of you are going to have to make one like this, or, and I'm not 100% sure because I haven't tested this on a server, but if all of you shoot an arrow onto this piston, that might work. But I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I haven't tested this on a server. But there you go. Now you're safe to explore and pillage the rest of the ancient city. Now, as long as you are in the area of the trap that you set here, it will remain dark. But if you start walking away from it and you get far enough away, oh look, another shrieker, but it's not going off. Isn't that great? And at some point, you know, it's good to just get down here and clear all the skulk. Because not only will it give you a ton of XP, but underneath there could be gold or diamonds or redstone or who knows what. Hopefully diamonds, but there you go, diamonds right there. So this is why it's always good to just get rid of the skulk. You never know what's hiding underneath. Wow, look at that, more diamonds. More diamonds! And you know there's going to be a lot more diamonds because we're at level minus 52. So the closer we get to minus 60, the more diamonds there's going to be. So, you know, at this level, there's going to be a lot of extra diamonds. Oh, there's lovely Shrieker. Bye-bye. Oh, there's another one. Whew. Thank you so much for watching today. If you ever wanted to banish the warden, now you know how. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.